Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot. How are my wonderful Tauruses doing? How you guys doing? I hope all is well. I hope you've been having a good week thus far. Spirits talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Taurus family. Help them to gain clarity and understanding once they clear their space. You know we got to do our routine right. And I know that you all didn't do it before coming in. Practice your breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Doesn't that feel good? Be honest. Come on. I know it feels good. Y'all could doubt it if you want to. You feel really, really well, Taurus. Spirits talk to us. Show us in our seed and soul reading. Release any messages meant for our wonderful Taurus family. What's going on? What is going on? Oh, man. Spring is in the air. Spring is coming. Woo, aren't you guys excited? Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Then the summer. Woo. Release. Wow. Your voice matters. Speak your truth. See how the whale is laying there? Just like in thought. Just staying there and thinking things through. Knowing how powerful and strong it is, but not flaunting it. Your voice matters. Speak your truth. Don't be scared. It's better to be honest and speak up professionally and reveal your peace than to hold it in and then get mad and explode. Just be calm. Right now, it's supposed to be a calming spirit for you, Taurus. I noticed that my really tough signs are being asked to relax, to enjoy the moments in life, and not to stress yourself out and not to allow people to push your buttons. That's why they're asking you to speak up about things you like and you don't like so that people don't keep doing things to offend you. Your voice matters. How you feel matters. So speak your truth in a calm way. Don't attack. Don't lecture. Listen and speak and go from there. It's a calmness. It's a challenge for you, Taurus. But you're coming into like serenity and you're feeling the flow and you're good. You're good. You have taken yourself out of the circle of toxic people and you are spreading your wings. And you used to go with the flow sometimes and to keep the peace, and now that's no longer something that's a big deal for you. It's more of your internal peace, your inner voice, speaking up and being yourself. And you know who it's directed at. So when you're feeling like you're letting things go and not speaking up, you do more harm to yourself unless you have a plan of action. So then you tolerate it for a short span of time. Starfish, trust your instincts. Follow your intuition. Recognize and listen to your own voice and follow your intuition. A lot of people miss the boat with this because they don't listen to themselves. Listen to yourself speak and hear what you hear. Share what you hear. And listen to it with both ears open and speak your truth. What is it that I want? What is my intuition telling me to do? It's telling you to trust your instincts and follow your intuition. So if if you're devising a plan, it's saying to you, The plan sounds good. Keep forging forward and make it real. Because this is your truth. This is your voice. This is what you see. This is what you envision. This is the dream that was placed in your heart. Nobody else's. Nobody else don't have to get on board with you unless you need an assistance getting that plan into action. But other than that, if you envision something, you see yourself achieving and doing something, follow through on that. Follow through on that. Life is about exploring. Nobody has all the answers. People can give you ideas of what worked for them and what didn't. And that, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You're able to listen to what they're saying and take sense out of nonsense. What will work for you? What are you willing to do? And do it. Stop procrastinating. Don't procrastinate. Whatever you do, apply yourself 100%. If you are great at customer service, be the best customer service representative you can. Do your best at whatever you apply yourself to. Follow your instincts, follow your intuition. Or listen to your instincts and follow your intuition. And stay calm. A puffer fish. Know your limits, boundaries. Don't do things to appease other people. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. And if for some reason you're not inclined to do what they're asking of you, share that with them, because your voice matters too. Your voice matters too. And it's about compromise and working together to achieve certain things, certain goals. Goals just give you a timeline. I hear a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't have goals, you shouldn't have goals. For me, it works. I can't infringe that on anyone else. I can share why it works for me, but it may not work for everyone. But it helps me to measure where I started and where I am. To me, that's important, because it gives you that inch tape, that measurement, that rule to let you know, hey, this is working, it's treading slowly, but I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm happy about it. But I'm not losing, I'm gaining. And map out a plan. Map out a plan for what you want. If you don't want to do goals, map out something else, but have some sort of structure where you know what you've done. So that's where you started from. You applied yourself since, so you are where you are, and you know what you're determining to be part of your future. And you manifest on it, and you see yourself there. And you'll be surprised about how things fall in your path in your favor. Take the time to look at it. Have you ever seen a piece of material? Let me tell you something. My mother could sew. So. I don't know. She just could sew. She would go to the store. She would see a dress that she likes. And at that time, this is, like in the 80s and, yeah, the 70s and the 80s. And she would go in the store and she would see these beautiful dresses. And she would inspect that dress. Just look at it, look at the buttons, look at the seam work, everything. And then see the price tag. It used to be in Macy's. She loved to go, and it could have been like $169, $129, and everything. She's like, are you kidding me? She says, I'm not paying that for that dress. And she said, all it is a button right here. It has this twisted thing right, and she's going on. And I'm like, Mommy, Daddy gave you the money to go get the dress. And she's like, I could save the money and just use a small sum of it and buy material and make the dress myself. Now it might be Wednesday, and she'll say, I'll make myself, and the dance or wherever they're going is Saturday night. So she would go to the store and she would go buy the buttons, the fabric, the style, the elastic, the hooks, everything. She would get it. And it was just like, what? And she would stay up every day, every night, and fall asleep on herself sometimes, making the dress she saw in the store. And my father would be like, didn't I tell you to buy the dress? And she's like, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. They were ripping you off. And she would use the money to get like her accessories to match the dress. So she would have a whole outfit. And I mean, my mother could dress to a T. The shoes, she got every color pair of shoes. And it's like every outfit. And she would be making outfits and just buying accessories to go with it. And people were just like, they couldn't find the stuff that she had in the store. And she was like, they don't have to know I made it, because then everybody's going to want me to make it. But some people she would do things for. But it's like when you get in tune with yourself, you listen to your inner voice, you manifest on your dreams, you hold yourself accountable, you seek out your inner peace, and know your limits, know your limitations, your boundaries. Know them. And what works for you and what doesn't. And you have to let people know that as well. That's not something to keep quiet, because when you explode, you'll explode. We don't want the explosion. We want you in a calm mode, in a calming spirit, where you're at peace within yourself. You're getting in tune with yourself. Some people are so in tune with themselves that they could pick up on anything that's going on with their body and know what it is and what they need. Could you do that? Or do you just run to the doctor automatically? There's so many things that people do naturally for healing. I mean, to go to the doctor's office and get $10, $12 of a Tylenol pill or something like that, I'm not deterring anybody from the doctor. I'm just saying we need to be able to stay off of pills if possible. Because you only see those commercials and they be talking about where if you take this pill, it's going to heal this. But the side effects is diarrhea, it's bloating, it's swollen ankles, and they just go down the list. And you end up with so many other things. Heck, oh my goodness, eat some vegetables. And that's like West Indian parents, and they say, oh, you don't need to go to the doctor. Just go ahead and do this and drink this tea and drink that. Oh my goodness. I'm like that now. I find myself like that a lot. Oh, you know what that works with? And aloes will do this, and this will do that, and that, and I don't do that. It's like, know your boundaries, get in tune with yourself, figure out what it is you want and where you're going, how you're going to get there. Stay calm, embrace life. Exercise daily, or at least every other day. Because, sometimes we fall short. Shark, be careful. Proceed with caution. Proceed with caution. That's a message in itself. Proceed with caution. So you're testing some waters here. Could be a relationship as well. Be careful. Be careful. Proceed with caution. Pick up on the signs for people. You can get in a relationship and not realize automatically that this person is just not the person for you. Sometimes you think people are really cool and nice, cool like the whale, and become a shark. Figure things out before you jump in any relationship. Pay attention to the signs and recognize everything for what it is. Don't ignore the facts. Don't be in denial. Just proceed with caution. Be very careful. And I think you know who this is in reference to. So proceed with caution, because you're starting to pick up signs. Your intuition is already telling you that there may be some problems down the line, no matter how they apologize or make excuses and pretend they're taking accountability and being responsible for what they did. Some people are sincere, some people aren't. But I know they say in shark, be careful. That shark can bite and kill. Proceed with caution. I'm not saying anybody's trying to kill anybody. I'm just saying they're toxic relationships. Sometimes people get involved and they brush certain things off. He said he would kill me if I talked to somebody else. He loved me. Oh, that girl crazy. I love me a crazy woman. I love me a crazy woman. Talking about she don't want to chop me up. I was I'm sorry. This is not funny. This is not a laughing matter, okay? Domestic violence or anything looking like it is not a laughing matter. I'm making reference to signs that can help you to see clearly. As well, I was talking about Ready to Love. And I know on Ready to Love, they had one of the ladies that were there. And they brought the exes on. And she was talking about, her ex brought up the subject that he said about his hair. And she thought he was cheating. And she ended up putting Nair in his hair. And she's laughing and like taking pride in this, Yeah, I did it. That's what I did. People are crazy. And for that to even be bragged upon on TV, it's like, wow. It'll make somebody do a double take. You go ahead and proceed if you want to. Be cautious. Be aware. Be alert. Be careful. So I'm just saying, a lot of times we see signs. You see the signs. And you still lean in direction, Taurus, that this person may not be as bad as they may seem, but it's something about them. Proceed with caution. And let us see what our soul journey got to tell us. What's going on? Sea and Soul. Reading Sea and Soul. Talk to us. Humor. See, I just said that. Look at that. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And that's what you're doing. You're not letting people and things rile you up. It's like, it's not even worth it anymore. For what? And you think about how people argue with people. I mean, unless somebody put hands on you, it's different. But sometimes it's like, it's not even worth it. And my family would be so shocked to hear me say that, because I used to be that one that was out there. And then you learn that your inner peace is more important than debating with somebody and getting upset. Sometimes, I don't, maybe it's because I'm more mature now, but I mean, I was going to have the last word. Not anymore. For what? To stress myself out, have the pain in my shoulders, get pissed off, want to beat somebody down. That's why it's so, my own opinion is that when people have so many guns around, it could be something that just triggers, because sometimes you think about it. Somebody piss you off so bad that you just pop them one, and then you wake up out of that zone and realize what you've done, and you can't take it back. You've taken the life of someone, as well as your life may not be over in the sense that you're no longer with us, but in the sense that you're not going to be with us. So I tell people, just be careful, proceed with caution. You are already protected, but you need to be aware. And don't let people push your triggers, because you can't take it back when you do something out of character. Find the lighter side of life. Laugh. You ever been with somebody that just makes you laugh all the time? You just love them and they just make you laugh. That's a beautiful thing. Somebody that has the power to make you laugh. When's the last time you laughed where your whole body shook? I love laughing. You know that. You guys, you know I love laughing. Laughter keeps you young. It keeps the muscles in your face up. You're pulling them up all the time. I'm not saying go around like a clown and just laughing at everything, but even if you do an exercise like I told you about in the park, where these people have a group and the group laughs as a form of exercise, and I think they spend either 30 to 45 minutes or something, and or an hour. They're just out there laughing in the park together. Something humorous. They want you to think of something that makes you laugh. And when you think of so many things that have made you laugh, I said, always got a little story, but I had a friend, um, he's a comedian, and he thinks he's funnier than he really is. So I'm telling you, no lie, I think he paid the two girls in the front to laugh because his jokes was corny. Corny. Let me tell you something. Corny. Corny, corny. And I'm his friend, we from the same area in Brooklyn, you know what I mean? And I just couldn't take it. He was, and I brought a few friends with me. So the, every time he told a joke that was flat, and these two girls are laughing and hitting the table and carrying on. And you could feel like eyes piercing on you. Let me tell you. I didn't want to turn to the left. I was sitting on the right by the table, and I had four girlfriends with me too. So it was one, yeah, they were all facing this way. So like a half a moon. And we're sitting down and he's telling jokes and we in the front. And my friends, they are looking at me and I could feel their eyes piercing at the side of my face. And I didn't want to look over there because they looking all serious at me. So I turned gradually to look at them as he was telling the jokes. And I bust out laughing. So he thought I was laughing at his joke and everything. And, he was smiling and he did the sign to me like, yeah, and I wasn't laughing at you. I mean, with you. Anyway, that was funny. And then we all started laughing. So he was happy because we laughed at his jokes. At least that's what he thought. So laughter is fun. It shakes the body. It throws it in gear to just enjoy life and be in the moments. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And that is a beautiful card. Because you know what? There are people in your life for a reason and people in your life for a season. And when somebody is in your life that you're benefiting from just makes you feel better about who you are and you can count on them, that is so wonderful. So look around your circle, look around your environment and see someone that no matter how long and far the distance is between you, you always find time to get on the phone and laugh with one another, as well as just feel good about life. They could remind you of things when you guys were growing up. And you could laugh in a circle and tell the group the same joke, but only you and your friend might be the only ones that laugh at it. So make sure that you appreciate life. Make sure that you just laugh because, because you enjoy life. Be your best self by making those moments real. Make them real. Take the time out to laugh. Take the time out to have strong friendships of people that you can count on. And you don't need a bunch of people. If you have one or two, that's a big deal.